Hi guys, I promised Harriet a video about the triple thick, and so I thought I'd do that because it has nothing to do with paint mixing and all that stuff. So I thought I'd just do that on this video. And to tell you the truth, this morning after I did the video, I started on this one, the 40 by 40, and this is how I like to use it. See, I've signed the side there, if you can see it at all, my name. I like to water down the triple thick just a bit, put on one first layer so it gets into those little, crevices. I don't know what you call it, but if you look over this now, look at that, look at the shine, and there is absolutely no paintbrush in sight, nothing. So it is beautiful. Then another one I did, I left it way thicker. What you see here is a little bump in the paint, and over here is a little bump in the paint. It's not in the triple thick layer, but look at that. So I'm gonna do one more layer, and this is the brush I use. These are so cheap. These are, the cheapest brushes I can buy, because I use these for gesso and the lacquer, because it's so soft. The brushes are so soft and they almost don't leave a trace behind, so that's why I like using them. So what I like to do is get a little cup, then get the triple thick and screw off the top, then put some in here just like that. Put the lid back on, because if you don't, you have to really be careful with this stuff because it does thicken pretty quick. So put the lid back on, then add a little bit of water, not too much, just a little bit, and then I start to stir with the brush. And when it's all smooth and the water is taken up by that the lacquer, I add a little bit more. Because if you do that in little bits, adding the water, you have no trouble at all getting the substance very smooth and ready to use. So for the sake of this video, I have this one. See, this is just dried, and that's it. So I thought I'd do that too and show you how I do it. So I'm going to sit down, because I have to sit down for this, and I'll make sure my head isn't in the way, which is another thing. I got really upset this morning because someone was very, very rude, and claiming that I only want you guys to do everything the way I do. Really, this is so, for me, that was so ridiculous, because every video I say, go experiment, do fun stuff, try things out. I never say that you have to do exactly like I do. The only thing that I was really emphasizing was that if you're going to sell your stuff, you have to use quality stuff. And this lady just would not let it go. She said that people do art just for the art's sake. And just 2 videos ago, I was telling you guys, if you're going to make art just for yourself, or grandmothers with grandchildren, just to do some fun art project, you can do anything with that paint you want. You can add as much water to it. It doesn't matter, because then your main focus is just having a lot of fun, and that's what you should be doing. But I'm trying to teach here that when you're going to sell your stuff, I am so positive that a lot of people that are watching my videos will succeed in becoming paid artists. I'm so positive, because on my Facebook group, I have seen so many people do so many amazing pours that I was just stunned. They do it better than I do. And that makes me so happy because there's not a jealous bone in my body, because I really love it when people, watch my video. I'll just work while I'm chatting. So I just love it when people watch your video, then go and do their own thing, and they make these beautiful pours. And everyone is so on the Facebook group. People are so stunned by what some people come up with and what they make. And that's the fun of why I do this channel, because I am positive that, I don't know, maybe within weeks or within months, that someone is going to get recognized. Their paintings are going to be sold, and they might become, one of these big hotshot artists. And if that happens, you will be in the public eye. And if I were to say, go ahead, dilute your paint with, I don't know, 40-50%, go ahead, that's no problem at all, then I would be a really bad teacher. And if you become successful and critics take a good look at your work, they will be able to spot what you did with the paint from a mile away. And then, can you imagine that one of those critics would, say something about you in some sort of a magazine, that you had this awful, awful paint and it was all broken down and the light fastness was bad and you're a bad artist. And then there would only be one person to blame, and that would be me, because I wasn't telling you what you should look out for. So that's something I want to avoid. That's why I'm making it such a big deal about not diluting your paint with that much water unless you're just doing some kind of a fun experiment. Then it's okay. If you just want to see colors, mix and that kind of stuff, then I say go ahead, do it. But if you're going to sell your stuff, you got to keep it up to date, guys. You got to know what you're doing, and no diluting of the paint. Not that much, not 30, 40, 50%. You should not be doing that. I want you guys to succeed. I want you to be better than me. I want you to sell a lot more than me, because that's what makes me happy. That's what I really, really like. Reading a success story someday in some magazine that someone said, yes, in my former days I watched videos of Annemarie Ridderhof, and now I am a very, very rich artist. That would be so much fun. I'm telling you. I would love that. So as we're talking, I'm putting on this first layer, and as you can see, there we go. There's no paintbrush strokes, which I would expect because I was painting way too long on this one. Because I like chatting with you guys. So that's it. But the lady that did that, Linda, I checked you off my channel. So you can watch all the videos you like. But I put a little string around your mouth because you can't put any comments more in my comments. Nope, not gonna happen. Because when this starts to become something that is really irritating me, then that's the day I'm gonna stop, because it's not worth it. I want this to be fun. I want people to be able to watch the experiments, copy what they like, don't copy what they don't like. And I just want you guys to be happy, make art. Oops, that was me touching the iPad with the brush. Now I'm going over, and this is a painting I have already varnished with some sort of acrylic water-based varnish, the cheap one that I buy at my local dollar store. So you can see some places here and there it's a little bit separating, but that's no problem at all for triple thick. You just go over it one more time, just like this, because triple thick does the trick. I usually put it on like this, horizontal, and then when it's totally covered, I go like this. Then I go, and I just touch the canvas just so softly. Very, very softly. I almost don't touch it at all. Then, when you just wait a little bit, just a little bit, you can already see that it's smoothing out and it is beautiful. So putting this one away, and this one I did this morning, but I'm going to put another layer on top of here, only I'm going to do it a little thicker. And this is exciting because I haven't done that before. So I'm putting a little bit more in. A little bit more. And getting it all smooth. Now I'll do the big one. I'm already 12 minutes into this video. But like I said, as long as there's a lot of more nice people than there are ugly and nasty people, I'll just keep doing my videos. There we go. I want this to be really, really beautiful, like resin, because I think the piece really asks for it. Because I really, really like it. So, oh, what I did today, like 2 days ago, I ordered a one of those coffee mugs from Society 6, but you know, they take so long because they have to ship it all the way from America, so it's gonna, you'll be having your mugs before I do. And then I just thought, you know, why did I even order from Society 6? Because I can do that right here. So today, this morning, I sent one to a local printer that prints mugs, and that way I will hopefully get one a little bit faster. Then we can all have coffee together. See, now I just wish you guys could talk to me, because this is for me, this is very, very calming. I like doing this stuff where you can see that lacquer really, really getting really nice and smooth. Then I go into a sort of a zen mode, I guess. Oops, there's a little bit that I would like a little thicker. So, almost ready. See, it doesn't take that long. As long as you have the good tools. Oh, I should be talking a little louder because I'm a long way away from the iPad. But as long as you have a good brush is half the work. Really is. There we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see if everything is covered. Yes, it is. A little bit up here. I see a little bit that it needs a little bit. But you do have to do it pretty quickly because then it becomes a little sticky. You could feel it on your brush. So you want to do it like this. So this is layer number 2. And we'll just let that settle a little bit. You can already see how nice and smooth it is. Then we'll go to this one, because this is also one I want to have a very, very thick glossy coat on. But I'll just do it up here, otherwise you can't see it. Should have made some more before I started, but that's okay. And of course you have to make sure that the layers you do, they should be getting thicker, thicker, thicker as you put on different layers. That's just something that has to be some science thing. You can't put the thin over thick, that's not good. There we go. Very softly. Now look at that. It's really almost like resin. I haven't done the sides though. Should do that. I read a lot of comments that people are buying this stuff now like crazy. So first thing what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna upload this is I'm gonna buy 4 of those jars full, because I don't want to run out now. This is, look at that, look at the side. Chew. It is beautiful. Let's see if I can show you a little bit better, if I can hold it like that. You see how matte that is? So put some on there. Look at that. It's almost no work at all. It almost just jumps on there. It wants to be on the canvas. Someone should write to that company that they have such amazing stuff, because this is amazing. Oh, I wouldn't know what I would do without this, because I didn't like the other varnishes I had. Look at that. Wow, it just keeps getting better and better. I still see tiny little pinholes, but I'm going to do 2 or 3 more layers on it, because you've seen how fast this goes. Look at it. It's like resin. Wow. So these people really made a good thing. Oh, then I can do this one too. Okay, this is a, can you remember I did the black, white, and blue one? And look at that. Can you see that? Because I used the heat gun on the back. There was a little bit that wasn't dry yet. I thought I'd just use a heat gun, so people don't do that. It's not good, because you get all these little bumps. Just want to see how the blue pops when I put this on, and otherwise I have to throw it away. I don't want to do that. There we are. Well, that's about all I can show you guys. You know, it's just get a good brush. This is like the smallest size I'd go for. Don't get any smaller than this. So nice, here's my hand. So I would say this is a 12. I don't know if you have the same size sizes, but I would say it's about, let's see, I have a ruler somewhere. Here we are. I have an inch ruler here. So it is 1 inch. Yep, that's what I would have thought of. So one inch wide. And this is the good size, because when you put it down, the weight on this synthetic hair, then you know you have nice broad strokes to use. And when you've put it on, like first you do it horizontal, and then when you pull it down, you hold the brush like here, because then this has less weight. You just slowly, I know that if you put it up here, you think, you know, this has less weight, but this is more for if you want to do some painting in a sort of a circle-ish manner. But if you want to get the brush strokes out, I just do it like that. So that was another video. 21 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun. But look at this. There it is. I love the stuff, I really do. I think it's beautiful. And I am going to buy a lot more of this stuff because I love it so much. So thank you all for watching again. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to wash my brush because I usually forget and then I have to throw it away. So I'm going to wash my brush, upload it, and I'll see you all tomorrow in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.